This is the Closet Jedi here for another Star Wars action figure review. Today we'll be reviewing the actual action figure from Star Wars The Clone Wars. Clone Pilot Goji. This is CW28 from 2010. I already did a previous video with a review of just the packaging. Today what we're going to do is we're going to just actually review the actual action figure. And here he is. This is Clone Pilot Goji. What attracted me or drew me to this action figure was the helmet. It's pretty cool. Got the eyes there. Detailing is pretty neat. In terms of a pilot, you know, I wasn't a big fan of this line, but basically I thought the action figures were just so thin. Arms, body, torsos, the legs, I don't know, they just seem very, very thin. That's really the best word for it. Let's take a look at his respirator, which is attached. Okay, it's pretty small, just a little bit of detail on it, not particularly interesting. And as a pilot, when you compare him to some of the other ones, let's compare it to this one here. You can see what I mean in terms of his body being pretty thin. Doesn't have a removable helmet. I was kind of hoping he was a removable helmet. And that's about it. In terms of articulation, it's pretty lame. His ankles don't articulate at all. He has very basic articulation in the knees. They just bend backwards and forward. They do a turn around, but I don't know how useful that is. Ankles, I think, is definitely something that I like to have. His shoulders rotate up and down. They come out as well. His elbows, both elbows move up and down. His wrists spin around. His head doesn't, oh, I take that back. He does actually turn around a bit. His respirator doesn't interfere too much. His respirator is attached with two hoses, that connect to the back of his helmet. Pretty standard detailing on this action figure's back. Nothing amazing. Just very plain white body. Only thing that really kind of sets this one guy apart is his helmet markings. Okay. He came with a stand, dice, and a battle game card. Spin it around. Star Wars Galactic Battle Game. You have the instructions. You know, it would have been neat if they had put a little bit of a bio on these cards. I don't know how many people actually play these battle games, but I know I never do. Came with two guns. He has a standard blaster pistol. And then a lot of figures in this line had this huge, pretty massive heavy gun, which has a shooting projectile, which shoots off when you don't want it to, and when you want it to. He does. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Whoop! Wow, that was pretty violent there. Shot all the way across my closet. That's why I'm called the Closet Jedi. So anyways, hopefully I can find that thing. Went over there somewhere. Anyways, I find these big massive guns pretty pitiful, to be honest. The action figures in this line are just so flimsy. they're so... Let's put them on a stand here. I guess they're not completely flimsy, but if you want them to hold such a big, massive gun, let's just like stand them up, stand the gun up. Of course, it's missing its projectile, which would make it just a little bit longer, but this thing's pretty big. Let's see if I can put them. Just trying to get it on his hands is, well, first of all, it doesn't really quite sit well in his hands, and I just find the gun just to be just way too big in proportion to the actual action figure. Doesn't even sit very well. I've tried several times before, but you know, I really wish that Hasbro had come up with a better packing for this line than these guns, which just about all these action figures from this Clone Wars line comes with. The standard blaster pistol, excuse me, is okay. Fits well. It kind of makes more sense for me for a pilot to have a pistol as opposed to this massive thing, like, you know, where the pilot would keep this stowed in his cockpit. I don't know. That's a different story. So yeah, this has been another Closet Jedi review of Clone Pilot Goji, and he's gonna go in. I haven't decided if he's worthy of going into my pilot display, which is over here. I've got all my Rebel pilots from across the ages. I've got my X-Wing, Y-Wing, B-Wing pilots. Let's move this out of the way a little bit. And down below I have my just some really old ones down there. And I have my Imperial pilots as well. Haven't decided if he fits well enough to go in here or in this collection here, but we'll see how it goes. Probably making my mind up in the next few days. You know what, guys? Let me know what you think. Should I put him with my pilots, or should I put him with my Clone Troopers who I have over here? Let me know what you think. You know, give me some feedback. So you can go in this space here, or you can go on this display case, which I have a little bit. I could try and squeeze them in there somewhere. Okay, well, this is the Closet Jedi signing off, and